Hello, fellow freedom seekers. Many people ask us, how do you cope in a caravan? How do you function, two of you and a dog, in such a small caravan? Well, we have 6 secrets how we do it. And we live in a caravan, in a tiny home, but I think some of those principles we follow may be helpful to you guys living with others. How to organize your life, how to function together, to not kill each other, be happy and enjoy your life, even in a caravan or in a tiny home. Stay tuned, we have 6 secrets to share with you. Secret number 1 is keeping the place in order, keeping it tidy and organized. This is our secret. When people come to visit us, they usually say, wow, it's so homely, it's so cozy, it's so nice. Yes, our caravan is homely, cozy, nice, friendly, relaxing, but only when it's tidy. If it's chaos all around, things are left where they shouldn't be, it's a nightmare. So keep your place tidy. It doesn't matter if it's a flat, home, van, caravan. Order is your best friend. Did you notice how van lifers portray their vans on Instagram? They always have perfect order, everything put away, everything stored away, because even a tiny space seems bigger if it's in order. So this is my tip. The other tip we learned from our dog. It is having do not touch me zone. There are 3 of us living in this caravan, and each of us has our own zone. This is something we learned from Diesel. Actually, the other things I'm going to talk about in this video, we all learned it from our dog and from observing our dog and his attitude to life. Yeah, believe it or not. Our dog has a do not touch me zone, and I have my do not touch me zone, and Marek has a do not touch me zone. This is a place where you go to work, to relax. This is your spot. And if you have a dog, I'm sure your dog has his or her favorite place, and you and your family decide, okay, well, and when my dog goes there, we leave him her in peace. We do not disturb. This is super important, especially if you live in a caravan. So this part of the couch is the dog's do not touch me zone. Marek's do not touch me zone is next to it, and that's where his laptop is and his cushions and his stuff. Marek is at work at the moment, so of course Diesel is occupying his space. But normally, when Marek works here, he works on another video or he reads something on the laptop, the dog is over there. I'm on the other side of the caravan. Sometimes we do sit here all together, 3 of us, but our lounge area is a bit too small to have 3 do not touch me zones. And my do not touch me zone is here on the other side of the caravan, and this is our bedroom. This is the place where I like to read, I like to relax, I talk on the phone here. This is my do not touch me zone. If I want to relax in the caravan, I come here and no one disturbs me. And it's nice because we can still see each other, we can still talk to each other from the lounge across to the bedroom. So it works for everyone. Those of you who watch our videos regularly and maybe even subscribe to this channel, thank you very much. If you haven't done it yet and you enjoy those videos, please subscribe and let us grow the channel, help us reach wider audiences and share our ideas with more and more people. So, another thing, have you noticed that when I film, Marek is not here? Yes, we plan it this way intentionally because Marek hates, especially when he's here working on his laptop, he hates when I move around because the whole van is shaking, and when he's here in his do not touch me zone, I don't even approach this zone. I don't reach things from those lockers, I just leave him alone. Yeah, it's a tiny space. And we still do respect space everyone has here, so this is really important. What's the next tip? So this is where we sleep, where we stay when it's raining, when the weather is bad. But really, we spend most of our time outdoors, especially in the garden or on the coast path. And again, the same rule in the garden. The garden is lovely, but only if it's organized, it's tidy, the grass is cut, there is no junk, no litter. Yeah, it's a lovely space if it's looked after properly. So this is something we learned from our dog, and this is the tip number 3. If possible, we are outside. If the weather is not dreadful, we are outside. We actually spend very little time in the caravan. In colder months, in wetter weather, yeah, we are either in the awning or in the caravan, but if the weather is good, we are out. And it may be work, it may be pleasure, it may be doing sport, but we really spend most of the time outside. And this life works if you can be outside a lot and you just sleep and maybe cook in your van. However, I often cook here in the garden because it's just nicer. So those of you who are very focused on what I'm talking about and stand on the ground firmly, you already see a problem of this lifestyle. Yeah, lovely, lovely. But what about winter? Well, that's another subject. The caravan setup, the caravan lifestyle is working perfectly in spring and summer. How we cope in winter, how do we organize ourselves in winter? That's a topic for another video, which will appear in this channel. But for now, yeah, we do spend as much time outdoor in the movement, playing, walking, working outside as possible, which is good for our body, for our mind, and it actually means that we are not on top of each other in this tiny caravan. So our garden is definitely our favorite place to be, especially in warmer months, drier months, but we know these are quite short in the UK. So in spring, in autumn, we chill here. This is our chilling and entertainment zone. This is where we entertain our guests, but we all definitely prefer our outdoor space. Perhaps some of you heard of the Maslow pyramid of human needs. It's a pyramid of basic needs which need to be met in order for people to be happy, to reach their potential, and so on. So the first need for human, the base of the pyramid, is safety and shelter, then food, I believe, then belonging, and on top is the need for self-actualization, which means development and learning and moving on, developing as a person. So the dog's pyramid of needs looks a bit different, because the base of the dog's pyramid is movement and fitness, being active, being healthy, running, basically exercise, physical exercise. And this is something we learned from our dog. So just to finish the dog's pyramid of needs, it's the movement, then nutritious food, then affection and belonging. So it's completely different to human needs. This is something we learned from our dog, that movement, sport, being active, keeping healthy is super important, which also includes eating well. So healthy body, healthy mind. This is what keeps us going and helps us in our extreme lifestyle, and living in such a tiny space. Definitely being fit, having good health helps. So this is our 5th tip. And finally, tip number 6. Oh, I almost forgot about another very important aspect of our work-life balance here. We do work 5 days a week, each of us. We don't have days off together, which to us at the beginning seemed a problem, but it is really a blessing, because it means we have our weekends separately, we have them alone on different days. Our week at work takes 5 days. We do work 5 days a week like most of you, but out of those 5 days we work together for 3 days, and we work separately for 2 days, and then we have our weekends for 2 days a week. So the biggest winner in this is the dog, who's looked after for all day for 4 days a week, and on those 3 days when we work together with Marek, he's not left alone for longer than 2 hours at one point. So this is brilliant. Yeah, it works for us. And in terms of sharing the caravan space, our living space, not having weekends off together, this is actually really, really good. Finally, the tip number 6. Yes, we are a couple, and for the last 5 years we've been living in really small spaces together, first in a motorhome, now in a caravan, and also for the last 4 years we've been working together. Yeah, this is quite extreme. So we do love to spend time together and doing stuff together, and we have a lot of shared interests and shared passions, like doing those videos, for example, looking after our dog, exercising outside, walking, and so on. But equally, we have interests and passions which are private to us. There are things which we do alone, which we enjoy doing alone. We spend probably as much time together as we do spend alone, separate from each other. And this is lovely. This is my final tip. The fact that you live in a relationship, you are a couple, you are married, it doesn't mean you have to lose or give up yourself completely and forget your passions and only focus on this other person and what you do together. No, no, no. Yeah, so this is our recipe for a happy life in a caravan or in a motorhome, in a tiny home. But who knows? I feel that these ideas are universal and really apply to most of the couples in the world. Let me know what you think. Are you in a relationship? Do you live together with another person? How do you cope? How do you manage? How do you manage your time, your space, your resources? Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done it yet, please do subscribe and help us reaching wider audiences, because we would love to meet as many of you as possible. It's a real pleasure and a real joy for us reading your comments, so please drop us one, even if it's just hello, hi, and see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye.